And we're going to highlight the athlete that actually inspired me to take the leap. My own son, Zion, my only son.
I want to be great one day. This upcoming wrestling season, I want to be a state champ.
So listen, you're either here because you saw the first couple episodes and you wanted to stick with the journey. I'm glad you're here. In this episode, we're going to jump from the interview stuff and we're just going to get right into it. Everybody knows that the gym is kind of my heartbeat. That's where a lot of things started for me. And we're going to highlight the athlete that actually inspired me to take the leap. My own son, Zion, my only son, our only son. But the episode is going to focus on him. The reason why is because, again, it's going to show the inspiration behind the start of the whole gym, but also he's the prime example of an athlete that has been a part of my program from the start. Everything that he's able to do has been accounted for and planned, and you're just jumping into the journey. So he's a sophomore right now going into his junior year of wrestling. Listen, I can go on forever about him, but he's literally the start of it all. His workout partner, teammate for years, Cooper Smith, two-time Kansas state champ. He's going to be in the workout too. They train together. And I'm just going to show you, honestly, what separates me from other trainers, right? It's not that I can put a kid through a workout. I'm not taking something that's already shiny and just polishing it up. I program for the sport so that the athlete is the most prepared that he or she can be to perform at their sport. If they need to be powerful, we program that way. If they need to be quick, fast, we program. If they need endurance, all of those things. So that's what you're going to see in this episode. I'm excited about it. Listen, the start of the legacy with the legacy. Step unders, focusing on keeping the chin tucked and the head up, stepping all the way through, and then dropping the hips. Come up on the other side, then I come back. Here, look, I'm not gonna come all the way up out of it. I'm gonna go over and back 3 times, keeping the head up. And then we flip and do it on the other side. Hands behind our back, get my belly button tight, and I'm pulling back. Breath at the bottom hips. Small details. My hips have to be tucked. I don't want them behind me. It's going to create a whole bunch of space. Really, I want my lower back to be able to touch. In the beginning, we don't want to rush through it. Take our time, make all the connections with the muscles. Holding it at the top. We're going to go 8. Down. The resistance,
6 each side, right?
6 each side, yeah. Right there, up. So when we go, more of your chest is down. I want the chest up. Some of these positions we have to work ourselves into, and that's fine. Just stay true to the position. 6 on each side. Gonna take another movement. Start with the base. So we here, we come up. We're gonna bring this up. We're gonna flip the wrist, catch with the other hand. Okay, so here, coming back up. Hey, now notice I'm back, but when I come up to flip, I'm coming forward, getting under the bar. Okay, now I'm showing this slow, so my arm is doing all the work, but we want the hips to create enough momentum that all we gotta do is flip the wrist. Okay, the arm shouldn't even have to do any work. your sets, make sure you stay on the front half of the foot, because if you try to put all feet down, your knees are caving in, just because we don't have much of an arch. So we stay on the front half, keep the knees pressed out, let the hips do the work. When we land, bar should be in our chest. Good position, press and switch. Hey, there's no weight on this, but I'm so focused on where everything is, okay, that I'm stimulating everything. So I'm leaning forward, my heels are off the ground, my knees don't cave in, they stay strong over my toes. Look at me, pushing up. Whole time I'm keeping my balance, core is tight. Okay. Ooh. So that this hand almost gets that stretch, I can feel it in the back. Pushing through. It's all about finding the balance and rhythm right now. Switch them, take both feet up, put them down. Get here, there we go. Those small details matter, they go a long way. Okay, so when we get up under that bar, lean into it. Forward more, and then right here forward more. So that you get up in the line. There we go. Push the hips forward, that was good. On this, all right, max power, getting it up. We're gonna go 12 reps. It's a good range of motion on both of you. See how the backs, the legs, everything is lining up when the weight comes up. And some people would probably say you don't want them to have so much range of motion when the weight is going back down, okay? But we want the range of motion because the spine bends. Okay, so we want that bend, and then we want to be able to bring it all the way up under control, get the body in a straight line. Okay, so that was good posterior work. Again, the posterior chain, those muscles on the back. We're going to go here. The leg that's up, the opposite hand is going to have the weight. We're going to get rows. So again, the posterior chain on a wrestler, a lot of people agree is the most important part. So again, that's all we're doing right here. But in this situation, we're keeping the posture in an isometric, which means we're holding the position, we're not changing the position. But then we're using the opposite arm to take the body through a range of motion, okay? Again, because any athlete, but especially wrestlers, you gotta be able to do more than one thing at a time. And we want our bodies to be able to do more than one thing at a time. So if I can be strong in the eccentric, the concentric, and the isometric, at any given time, I have an advantage, okay, over my opponent. This is what makes our shots explosive, okay? I can change to a level, I can stop immediately, and then I can take all that power and put it through my opponent. Okay, here we go, 3 of them. Use those muscles on the back to get nice and tall. Use the muscles on the back to get nice and tall. There you go, that was your best one. So right now they're doing, people call them dead bugs. We're using a foam roller to help apply the pressure down into the foot. Again, it's a good core exercise. I like that you have to use both sides of the body, which again, wrestlers need to be able to use multiple parts of the body at the same time, do a lot of things at once. You got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, switch it. So another reason I like this exercise, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I can encourage the athlete to breathe throughout the whole movement. And this just helps make that mind-muscle connection, okay? If I can breathe through it while I'm relaxed, it's something that subconsciously my body will do on its own.
My name's Zion Martin. I'm a sophomore and I wrestle at Mays High School.
What's something that separates you from everyone else?
Even though I haven't had the greatest success recently, I still work very hard at practice, push myself to the limit, try to get the best I can. I don't really think people work as hard as I do. Sometimes it doesn't look like I'm working very hard, but always push it to my absolute limit. Cooper's always pushing me too. It's just determination, just keep on going.
You have a specific dream?
Run the business after my dad, or do something big in wrestling in college, or even on a bigger stage.
Some of the trials that you've been through this year, what are some of those trials?
There's been so many times I barely came up short at tournaments, but then after that, I just went back to the room, kept pushing myself, working harder to come back up on top next time.
When people say your name, what do you want them to feel or hear whenever they say your name?
I want them to feel like I was just a great, positive guy that just worked hard, just a good dude overall, positive, and then somebody that could be really big one day.
Where do you go when you need inspiration or motivation?
Most of the time, my dad, because he's a motivational speaker, and he's been through a lot more than I have.
What do you want all this work to turn into?
Just a good career in college, and maybe after that, anybody's goal should be to make it to the biggest stage. So I want to go to the Olympics maybe. In this upcoming wrestling season, I want to be a state champ because I haven't really got a chance to go compete there my first 2 years at high school. So I want to do it my third. And then another one is just to keep, just stay good throughout the season, go win a bunch of tournaments, wrestle better than I did last year. And long term, go wrestle at a nice school, good school, or help run this business with my parents.
All right, so the workout's wrapped up, and obviously today, I don't want to say is a one-off day, but it's a Sunday. They usually train Monday through Friday, 4 days a week. But what I was explaining to them early is with wrestlers, you don't just, if you really want to develop them, you don't just throw them in there with a bunch of Olympic lifts and, it's 3 sets of 4 and they're just running the same program year round. You're not going to see a lot of growth. So their program is tailored to the first 6 weeks is hypertrophy. So we are trying to put on the weight, maximize the strength. But then after that, we train different. We train movements. We want to be strong in positions. The body just has to operate totally different than just going in there bench pressing. You'll never see a wrestler on the mat that just needs to bench press, but you will see one that needs to have mobile shoulders and a strong posterior. So that's what we focused on today. When it comes to both of those athletes, like I said, I've been their coach just as long as they've been in sports, specifically one being my son. And with both of them, the potential that they've had and that they will continue to have is limitless. Either one of those athletes can go on to do whatever he's willing to apply himself to do. Specifically when it comes to Zion, I think as long as he recognizes that he has a lot of ability and even that ability can continue to grow, continue to be developed, he will continue to skyrocket. We know early on it was the mental side of it. It's funny, I just saw his mindset coach a couple of years ago, Bo Tillman, was his mindset coach for a couple of seasons in a row, and it made a tremendous difference. So just as much as we're here and we're training the body, an athlete's mindset needs to be developed so that he can truly push himself to go and reach those heights. My coaching style is a lot different than a lot of people's coaching styles. I don't yell a lot. I don't just do a lot of the rah-rah. Not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm able to take my athletes to great heights using a lot of different tools, making sure the mindset is ready, then giving them a program that they understand the why behind. So going forward, just what I expect to see next year out of Zion and Coop is definitely Kansas State champions at whatever weight they decide to go. And to not only do it, but to do it in a dominating fashion. It's one thing to be loud and boastful and everybody sees you, when you win and lose, but we're going to do it the humble way. We're going to put the work in, but when you get on the mat with either one of these athletes, I'm expecting it to be pure dominance. Their coaching staff is second to none. Coach Gonzalez, Coach Patterson, Coach Smith, my boy Chase the Great. the whole staff from top to bottom is next level. So I know I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to treat them like elite athletes here, and then they're going to train like elite wrestlers, and not even the sky's the limit.
Sleepless.
All right, so obviously we got the gym, we got that knocked out. The next episode, I want people to see what the real estate side looks like. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So tune in next week for real estate.